On the surface, a 9-2 Patriots team traveling to Cincinnati to play a 3-7 Bengals team doesn't seem that interesting, but Joe Burrow just made it a whole lot more interesting. Let's talk about it. I'm Rob Stats Guerrero from the Pro Football Insiders. A quick look at the schedule, and you're like, New England and Cincy, no problem for Drake Maye. But Joe Burrow could change all that because it looks like he could potentially make his return from a turf toe injury this week. Burrow practiced in full for the first time on Wednesday. Plus, his backup Joe Flacco's a little banged up as well. Cincinnati hasn't confirmed anything, but they continue to just not say no when they are asked if Joe Burrow is going to play against the Patriots. That would obviously be a massive lift for Cincinnati, especially because they're going to be without their number one weapon in Jamar Chase, who's serving a one-game suspension thanks to Spitgate last week against the Steelers. So clearly Cincinnati would love for Joe Burrow to come back. And let's be honest, Zac Taylor would love it too, because things are not going well for Cincy this year. Taylor only has 1 year left on his contract, so he wants to rack up all the wins he can because he's trying to keep his job beyond this season. So there is a lot there for Cincinnati. Technically, they're not out of the division yet, although they have a lot of work to do, but maybe with Burrow coming back, they think they can make a run. Who knows? For New England, you got your own good quarterback. Drake Maye is killing it this year. 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season. Anytime you could have a quarterback throw 4 times as many touchdowns as picks, you're going to be in a good way. And Drake Maye has been playing as good as anybody around the league so far this year. But there's more on the line for New England than just this game, obviously. You're competing for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Right now, you're number 2. Denver has the advantage on you in the AFC due to conference victories, but you're obviously right there. Indianapolis is right there too. But you got to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. I'm sure the Patriots would love to have the playoffs go through Foxborough. By the way, what year is it? Patriots, Broncos atop the AFC. What is this, 2012? Are we getting a time machine here? Jeez. Can't get away from it no matter how much we try, apparently. But New England has a lot on the line. And this is a nice test for Maye, too. You're on the road, right? Everyone says you're playing an MVP caliber season, and he is. But now you could potentially be matched up against Joe Burrow. And these are the games that you need to win when you're trying to make that next leap as a quarterback, right? It's not just beating the bad teams. That's the first part of it. But what do you do? How do you play when you are matched up against another premier quarterback? And I know the quarterbacks don't play each other because they play the defenses. But look, I know how these guys look at these things. You know how these guys look at these things. They see a matchup across the line of scrimmage against the other quarterback. They just do. It's only natural. So let's see how Drake Maye responds to this challenge, right? Let's see if he can put it together, have a good game, and take down Joe Burrow in his return and spoil that story a little bit. Obviously, we know Drake, when he played Josh Allen earlier this year, he won that test. They won 23-20. He played Baker Mayfield this year. They won that test 28-23. So it's not as like he's never faced this before. But Joe Burrow's on a different level than Baker Mayfield. No disrespect to Baker Mayfield. Joe Burrow is on that Josh Allen level. Can you do it again if you are New England? I think that they will. I think that Mike Vrabel will have something special cooked up for whatever quarterback is there for Cincinnati. I think Vrabel is a very good coach. I think he's a very good situational coach as well. And I do think that not having Jamar Chase there will really hurt Cincinnati and just make New England's life easier, obviously, because they don't have to worry about it. Now, I should point out that Joe Burrow has been very good in his career without Jamar Chase. In 4 games without Chase, Burrow throws for an average of 265 yards per game, has a quarterback rating of 99.9, and has thrown 8 touchdowns with just 3 interceptions in those games. So Burrow has still been really good, but of course, anytime you don't have your number 1 weapon, you're going to feel it a little bit. Lots on the line in Cincinnati this week. We'll see if New England can pull this one out.